Hi, welcome into Authentically Lovable You, a podcast on authenticity. The last time we spoke, we were discussing how we end one thing will determine how we begin the next thing. So I hope you've had some time to look at how you're going to bring this year at a close, how you're going to end it. And, we're just like a week from Christmas and another week before the new year. So we are going to be looking how to start this new year. So when I spoke before, the title of this podcast today is A New Direction. I am planning on taking a new direction. I looked back over our components of the last podcast of ending, how we're ending things. And I looked at mindsets, old mindsets that I've carried, old beliefs that were possibly false, attitudes. And I said to myself, are these benefiting you? And, of course, relationships. So I've released them. Now, if you're in a place like I created that T-chart like we talked about. And I divided the paper in half and I put old mindsets. And the other side was a new mindset, right? A new intention. So I divided that. And I have determined and planned an intention of going a new direction. Now, when I created this list, which was probably a week and a half ago, I came up with 10 very strong perceptions that I have carried that did not benefit me. And so I replaced them with something positive. Now, we always want to start small, but I said 10, but I'm focusing on my top 5, right? So I no longer want to carry with me baggage from my past. So when I go into 2026, this new direction, this brand new year, my past doesn't come with me. Absolutely not. Nobody, nothing, no how, right? I have a new mindset. I have a new direction. I have a new purpose, a new intention, a new destiny. And I'm walking in it. I'm fulfilling it. And it's really exciting because where before I am a very responsible person, I was kind of like on the hamster wheel. And I tell you, when I got off that hamster wheel, I had to take some time for myself, and I redirected my life. And I'm a completely different person. I'm fully aware of those that are for me and those that aren't. What do you do with those that aren't? I moved on from them. I became aware of what was going on, their tactics. They would smile in my face but stab me in the back. I got to know the personality of those kind of people. And I had to learn the hard way. So the last 5 years, people mocked me. They laughed at me. They thought it was funny how I struggled. But I don't struggle anymore. And so the saying goes, those that laugh first will laugh last. Now, I'm not a person, I have people around me that are struggling. That is not my character. In fact, my character recently, I reach out. How can I help you? What can I do for you? Because that's how we should operate. Because if we're hoping for someone's demise, or laughing at their struggle, or their destruction, and frankly, playing a part in it, having people, come together to come against someone that is innocent, that is some bad karma that's going to come and boomerang back. And you know what? I don't want that. I don't want, this podcast is about being authentic. And I want my heart to be authentic. I want to have an open heart space towards people. Now, do people always respond or treat me in the highest good? No, they don't. But then if it's something that is disrespectful for me and I have that boundary, I can choose to walk away. They're not going to impact me. They're not going to impact my reactions or my feelings anymore. And so for many years I lived like that because that's all I knew. But as I've been doing this podcast and I have been authentically loving myself, then I realized and became aware of what was truly going on and what truly benefited me. And now I can love myself in different areas, right? Appreciate myself, respect myself. I have a lot more self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. I'm confident. And we're going into this new year and we're going to go a new direction. So that's the purpose, right? That's your destiny. And so where is your direction going to take you? What is it that you hope to see in this new year? Now, we have a lot of people struggling. We have had some untimely accidents in our world. And, truth be told, we don't know our time in this world. Nobody comes in and tells us. I'm of the belief that when it's my time to go, then I'll go. Because that's what God ordains. But I have a part to play, and that part is I must be aware of my surroundings, the people I'm around, how I'm impacted. I must stay in safe environments. I must do things that are safe and obviously prolong my life, right? I need to eat healthy. I have to exercise. I can't navigate with a risky journey in hopes that I'll make it. No, I have to plan accordingly, and I have to make responsible decisions. And that's the new direction. That's where you become authentic in loving yourself. Because nobody can take care of you like you. And I used to always think it was an outside job. No, that's codependency. That's when you enable people. It's easy to enable people than to be honest with them because they're going to have a meltdown or cry like a baby. No, you're having to carry the weight of them being irresponsible. And we don't want to do that because you know what? Our job is to create our own happiness within. And it all starts from authentically loving yourself and accepting yourself. Because then you're not dependent on outside approval, right? Or if you wake up one day, you got a flat tire, you get all mad. No. We have to expect and anticipate that life is going to throw a few curveballs. And you know what? We just get up and we handle it and we move on. Because we know this world is not a perfect world, right? And we need to do the best with what we are given. People are, looking for new jobs, a new home, or frankly, just trying to make it through Christmas, right? And New Year's. Because people are on a tight budget and work is hard to come by. And how am I going to make it? it's been a difficult year for a lot of people. And so with these accidents that are occurring, remember, life is a gift. Our past is gone. We don't know our future, and nobody knows our future except God. And we live in the present, and that's the gift. So I always wake up appreciative, grateful, thanking God every morning that I have a new day to live a full life, to enjoy my family as I know it. And I'm meeting new people, I'm getting new friends, I'm doing new things, I'm incorporating new projects and opportunities, right? And that is my new direction. It's going to continually build and build and build. There is no room to doubt or to lack in ability. We walk forward in faith and hope. And if you don't have it, you pray for it. You get around people that inspire you and motivate you. And so this is a new direction that I'm taking for 2026. In the last 5 years, and frankly my whole past, I have packed up. Like, I had some empty, you have empty boxes in your place from things that you've ordered. And I have packed up the memories, the betrayals, the insults, the backstabbing, the gang stalking, because that's them. That's a low vibing trait. And those are people that you do not want to engage with because they want to affect you. That's why they do it. They're trying to see a reaction or response. No, you just go silent and you do you. That's all that matters. Because this life, at the end of the day, you need to take a pulse on, am I happy? And if you're not, what am I going to do to change that? I know exactly what I've done, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. No ex, no sibling, no parent, no family, no work, no colleague, nothing will distract me from what my true purpose and destiny is. Where did it start and where is it going to continue? Being authentic. Being who you really are. Getting to that core. Right? Now, and this doesn't mean you give people a pass that betrayed you. It doesn't mean that they're not held accountable, because they will be. It means walking and speaking in your truth and having confidence and being authentic, true to yourself and others, and having a pure heart, walking in integrity, treating others as you would like to be treated. That is a true measure of authenticity. And what is the effect, the result? Self-confidence, self-awareness, confidence like you've never known. But it all starts with you being authentic. So I hope you created that list and you are ready, however you ended things, with whatever subject you want to take on, whether it's a relationship, a job, a home, friends, family, whatever. And how are you going to start new in 2026? Because the door is closing on this year. And I'm grateful. And I'm super excited about 2026. I hope you're excited too. I hope this podcast has uplifted you. But it's time. A new direction. We're on the threshold. So if you've not completed that list, I encourage you to do so. And probably by the time I speak with you next will be the new year. And so I'll ask you about the new direction. What do you got going on? But until then, I'm really proud of you. Keep up the great work. Keep walking in your authenticity. And remember, be authentically lovable you. Until next time, happy holidays. And we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.